indispensable to national development. Buhari explained that the initiatives serve as enablers for tackling the economic and security challenges in the country, while also providing a platform to improve accountability and transparency in government resolve to fight corruption. He pointed out that the emergence of new technologies, outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, and 5G technology have further widened the scope and diversification of the cyber threats.
Cybersecurity Policy and Strategy 2021 will provide us with the necessary platform to effectively confront the dynamic nature of threats in our cyberspace. The document will also provide the framework that would enable us to harness the efforts of our private sector, academia, and industry towards progressive economic and national development. To this end, the document will provide the platform for technical education, digital skills acquisition, and indigenous technology production, thereby creating job opportunities for our youth and supporting our resolve to alleviate poverty and boost our economy. The National Cybersecurity Policy and Strategy 2021 signifies the rejuvenation and renewal of my promise and determination and commitment to Nigeria's national security and economic prosperity, and it ensures that our national cybersecurity program is prioritized among other national exigencies in our administration.
The Lagos State government and the Nigerian Port Authority have warned truck drivers to stop parking on the highways. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, while receiving the NPA Managing Director, Ms. Adiza Bala Usman, in his office, said vehicles were erring drivers will be impounded. A statement from the government noted that the state and the NPA had recorded major progress in an effort to provide a lasting solution to the menace of trucks causing gridlocks in Apapa. Sanwo-Olu in the statement expressed optimism on the transparent electronic call-up system, saying the move will end Apapa gridlock. Usman said the visit to the State House was to brief the governor on the status of the electronic call-up platform before it will be inaugurated.
The point where we're going to have a strong electronic call-up that will remove human intervention from the process. One of the key aspects of this e-call-up is the fact that we have approved truck parks where all trucks must sit in order for them to access the port location. Having identified this truck park through a public process, we have listed 8 truck parks that have been so certified by Lagos State Government and Nigerian Ports Authority as the approved truck parks that all trucks that have intention of doing business in the port would sit, and they will be called upon using an electronic call-up.
Our target is to be able to take between 3,000 to 5,000, articulated, trailers off the road that will be in a position to be able to feed and serve our port very, very well. I want to say that this certainly should be the beginning of a better, not only customer journey in the port, but also the citizens that are living all around now, that are walking all around Apapa.
That was the governor of Lagos State. The House of Representatives is considering a bill to amend the 1999 Constitution to allow states to determine the minimum wage. The bill, sponsored by Garba Dati, seeks to move the minimum wage from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list. The implication is that states' houses of assembly will legislate on minimum wage as against the current practice of National Assembly legislating for the country. In his lead debate, Dati suggested that states determine what they can pay based on available resources. He noted further that the current law on minimum wage is too arbitrary without the peculiarities of individual states being considered. Opposing the bill, the Deputy Speaker, Ahmed Wase, led the charge against the bill and described the bill as anti-people. He urged the lawmakers to reject the bill, noting that governors will abuse such legislation. The bill was referred to the Committee on Constitution Amendment. The House of Reps again has called on the federal government and its agencies in the aviation sector to reopen the Warri Airport, also known as the Osubi Airport in Delta State. The House especially asked Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, and Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority to reopen the airport originally owned by Shell Petroleum Development Company, but later taken over by the federal government. The call was based on the unanimous adoption of a motion moved by Mr. Anthony Afe from Delta State. The motion was titled Matter of Urgent Public Importance and the Need for the Federal Government to Reopen Osubi Airport for Operations. Following the adoption, the House urged the federal government through the Ministry of Aviation and other relevant agencies of the government to ensure that Osubi Airport is reopened for operations as soon as possible. The Nigerian Institute of Animal Science has called on the federal government to halt the continued export of maize and soybeans to reduce the scarcity of the commodity as well as curb the price hike in Nigeria. Registrar and Chief Executive Officer NIAL, Professor Oluwaseun Akinola, told journalists in Abuja that the poultry sector was currently hit by the severe scarcity of maize and soybean. This, he said, was due to the continued export of the commodities. The COVID-19 pandemic, which had disorganized the international supply chain, lingering insecurity in the northeast, farmers, herders conflict, and flooding in some parts of the country. Yayi said there was shortage of soybean in Nigeria and other countries, stressing that the little amount being produced across the country should not be exported. And Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, told the Senate that the ban placed on cryptocurrency transactions was a step to protect Nigerians involved in banking. Emefiele explained that the rationale behind the CBN's directive to commercial banks to stop accounts meant for cryptocurrency. The CBN governor, who appeared before the Joint Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Financial Institutions and Capital Market and ICT, noted that banking anywhere is about transparency, stating that Nigerians should be happy about the ban. According to him, Nigerians who have nothing to hide should not complain about the Apex Bank's decision, noting that cryptocurrency was a currency issued by largely unknown, unregulated elements using computer that are basically encrypted. We're now with Femi Ojo for Stock Exchange Reports.
A brief morning you have here is a summary of trading activities on the floor of the stock market for yesterday, the 23rd day in the month of February 2021. Bullish with the closed market for investors on the stock market yesterday. We have the All-Share Index appreciating by 0.03% to close at 40,164.86 basis points. Over 337.9 million units of shares valued at over 3.845 billion naira was traded in 5,232 deals. We have the equity capitalization at the close of trading summing up to over 21 trillion naira. A look at the top three gainers. We have Aiko top on the gainers pack gaining 8 kobo to close at 1 naira 20 kobo. Livestock gain 15 kobo to close at 2 naira 25 kobo, and flour miss gain 1 naira 80 kobo to close at 31 naira. For the decliners, we have Sona Shaw top on the losers pack, losing 8 kobo to close at 73 kobo. Lasako lost 15 kobo to close at 1 naira 37 kobo, and Halfrey Prod lost 65 kobo to close at 5 naira 95 kobo. A look at the major players on the stock market. We have FBN Holdings top on Traders Park trading over 64.5 million units of shares. Zenith Bank traded over 52.6 million units of shares. Transcap traded over 41.9 million units of shares. UCAP traded over 20.9 million units of shares, and UBA traded over 18.1 million units of shares. That was a summary of trading activities on the floor of the stock market for yesterday, the 23rd day, the month of February 2021. Join me on Friday when I bring you the outcome of tradings for today, the 24th day, and that of tomorrow, the 25th day in the month of February. I am Femi Ojo.
Thank you, Femi. That's it on Business Splash for today on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. As he said, join us on Friday for another edition. Good morning, and thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes,
sports, and more on the Integrity Station.